If you're 60 or older, or you care for a loved one, this calm guide is for you. The goal is simple: build an easy evening routine that supports comfortable, clear vision. Over time, we'll focus on 7 senior-friendly foods and drinks you can add at night, why they may help, how much to use, and when to be cautious. None of this replaces medical care or regular eye exams. Think of food as daily support for the eyes you depend on. Before we start, a quick safety reminder. If you live with diabetes, high blood pressure, glaucoma, or age-related macular degeneration, or you take prescription medicines like blood thinners, work with your clinician on any diet changes. Food can be powerful, and your plan should fit your needs. Why an evening routine matters. Your body naturally shifts toward repair overnight. A balanced dinner, plus a warm, calming beverage, can deliver the carotenoids, antioxidants, and healthy fats that support the macula, the small area responsible for sharp central vision, as well as the tear film and the tiny blood vessels that feed the retina. The aim is not perfection. It's a pattern you enjoy enough to repeat most nights of the week. Leafy greens, a gentle shield for the macula. Dark leafy greens such as spinach, kale, collards, and romaine are rich in the carotenoids, lutein, and zeaxanthin. These pigments concentrate in the macula and act like a soft internal filter. They help absorb blue light and counter everyday oxidative stress from screens, sunlight, and normal metabolism. Observational research and the AREDS2 formulations suggest that steady intake of lutein and zeaxanthin supports macular pigment density and may help slow progression in some people with age-related macular changes. What to do in the evening? Make leafy greens the base of dinner. 1 cup cooked spinach, or 2 cups of raw mixed greens, paired with a little fat, is a strong foundation. Lightly sauté spinach in a tablespoon of olive oil with garlic and a squeeze of lemon. Toss kale with avocado and a few cherry tomatoes. Add a pinch of salt and pepper for flavor. The healthy fat improves carotenoid absorption, which is why greens plus fat is such a useful pairing. Cautions: if you're on warfarin, keep leafy green intake consistent and follow your prescriber's guidance. If you've had calcium oxalate kidney stones, rotate greens and ask your clinician about portions that suit you. Eggs. Highly absorbable carotenoids plus vitamin A. Egg yolks deliver lutein and zeaxanthin in a form your body absorbs especially well, along with vitamin A and zinc, nutrients involved in low light vision, and the transport of vitamin A to the retina. Small studies show that regular egg consumption can raise macular pigment optical density, which may support contrast and glare recovery. How to use at night. Build a spinach and egg omelet. Scramble eggs with mushrooms and peppers, or add a hard-boiled egg to a big salad. Most older adults can include eggs within a heart-healthy pattern. If you manage high LDL cholesterol or familial hypercholesterolemia, personalize servings with your clinician. Start with 1 or 2 egg-based dinners per week and see how you feel. Blueberries. Anthocyanins for gentle vascular support. Blueberries look simple, but they're packed with anthocyanins, the pigments that give them a deep blue-purple color. Anthocyanins help neutralize oxidative stress and support the tiny blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrients to the retina. Some research suggests that regular anthocyanin intake can improve microcirculation and certain visual tasks. Results vary, but the direction is encouraging. How to use at night. Enjoy half to 1 cup of blueberries after dinner. Fresh or frozen both work. Freezing preserves the pigments. For a steady blood sugar response, pair blueberries with plain Greek yogurt or a small handful of walnuts. If you like smoothies, blend spinach, blueberries, a few avocado slices, and water or milk for a creamy night drink that's rich in supportive nutrients and easy on digestion. Avocado, the absorption partner your greens need. Avocado supplies heart-healthy, monounsaturated fat and vitamin E, and it contributes a small amount of lutein. The key is the fat. It acts like a delivery vehicle that helps your body absorb carotenoids from leafy greens. Without a little fat, some of those nutrients simply pass through unused. How to use at night? Add a quarter to a half avocado to your dinner. Slice it over a salad with spinach and tomatoes. Mash it onto whole grain toast with lemon and pepper, or blend it into a smoothie. Avocado is calorie dense, so if you're watching calories, measure portions. If high-fat foods bother you late in the evening, try smaller amounts earlier at dinner. Ginger. Calming comfort for the end of the day. Ginger is widely used for digestion, but it's also a source of gingerols and shogalls, compounds with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant activity. Low-grade inflammation and oxidative stress can affect how comfortable your eyes feel, including the quality of the tear film. Ginger won't treat an eye disease, but it can be a gentle part of a soothing evening routine. How to use at night. Simmer fresh ginger slices in water for about 10 minutes to make a warm tea, or stir a quarter to a half teaspoon of ground ginger into yogurt or oatmeal. The warmth is relaxing, and many people find a calm mind helps the eyes feel better at night. If you take blood thinners, have reflux, or live with gallbladder issues, ask your clinician about amounts that fit your situation. Start small and notice how your body responds. Saffron, a careful, evidence-informed option for early macular changes. Saffron threads contain crocin and quercetin, carotenoid compounds that have been studied in small, randomized trials in people with early age-related macular degeneration. Those studies reported improvements in certain measures of visual function while participants were taking standardized saffron. It's important to keep expectations realistic. Saffron is not a cure, and results vary. Consider it a supportive option for a specific group. Used under professional guidance. How to use at night. For culinary use, steep a small pinch of food-grade saffron in warm milk or water. The drink is calming and pleasant, and it fits nicely into an evening wind down. If you're curious about supplements, speak with your eye care professional first. Use reputable brands only, avoid very high doses, and do not use saffron during pregnancy. Natural cocoa or high flavanol cacao, a pleasant, supportive choice. Natural, non-Dutch processed cocoa contains flavanols, such as epicatechin, that support healthy blood vessel function throughout the body. A few small studies have shown short-term improvements in certain visual tasks after dark chocolate intake, though the evidence is mixed. Consider cocoa a pleasant, supportive choice rather than a treatment. How to use at night. Whisk 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened natural cocoa powder into warm milk or a milk alternative. Choose brands that test for heavy metals like cadmium and lead, and avoid Dutch processed, alkalized cocoa, which removes many flavanols. If caffeine or theobromine keeps you awake, enjoy cocoa earlier in the evening, or pick ginger tea instead. How to build an evening plate. You can start with a base of leafy greens dressed with olive oil and lemon. Add a protein, eggs, beans, tofu, or grilled salmon. Include a quarter to a half avocado for healthy fat. Finish with half to 1 cup of blueberries. If you like a warm beverage, sip ginger tea most nights. Enjoy a small saffron infusion, occasionally if it suits you. On some nights, have natural cocoa earlier in the evening if it doesn't disturb your sleep. This pattern supplies a cluster of nutrients: lutein and zeaxanthin, vitamin A, vitamin E, anthocyanins, and healthy fats, delivered in a calm, satisfying meal. Repeating the pattern 4 or 5 nights per week is far more powerful than doing it perfectly once in a while. Budget-friendly substitutions. Healthy eating for the eyes does not need to be expensive. Rotate affordable greens such as romaine, collards, or frozen spinach. Buy frozen blueberries. When fresh berries are pricey, they're often picked at peak ripeness and retain their pigments. If avocado costs too much, use a tablespoon of olive oil or a small handful of nuts to supply healthy fat. If eggs don't work for you, keep the greens plus fat foundation and discuss an ARED S2 style supplement with your clinician if you already have macular changes. Habits that help the foods work better. A few simple habits make your evening routine even more effective. Dim screens and room lights during the last hour before bed. Increase the font size on phones and tablets to reduce strain. Keep screens slightly farther away from your face and blink more often when reading. Hydrate steadily throughout the day rather than drinking a large amount at bedtime. In dry climates or during winter heat, consider a small bedroom humidifier. If you wear contacts, follow your care team's schedule for cleaning and replacement. And protect your eyes outdoors with sunglasses that block UVA and UVB rays. Medication and safety reminders. Diet changes are most powerful when they respect your medicines and diagnoses. Warfarin users should keep leafy green intake consistent from day to day. People with diabetes can pair carbohydrate foods, like fruit or grains, with protein and fat for steadier blood sugar. Those on blood thinners or certain heart medicines should ask about ginger amounts that are appropriate. If you deal with reflux, ginger and cocoa may need timing adjustments or smaller portions. If you smoke or used to smoke, talk with your clinician about supplement choices. AREDS, 2 formulations, use lutein and zeaxanthin instead of the beta-carotene for this reason. When to seek urgent eye care. Call your eye care professional or urgent care immediately if you notice sudden vision loss in one eye, a new curtain or shadow across your vision, flashes of light, a shower of new floaters, severe eye pain, or a sudden headache with blurred vision. For prevention and monitoring, most older adults benefit from a comprehensive, dilated eye exam every 1 to 2 years, or more often if you already have an eye condition. Bring a list of your medicines and supplements to every appointment. A calm recap you can remember: leafy green supply, lutein, and zeaxanthin, the macula's favorite pigments. Eggs deliver highly absorbable carotenoids, along with vitamin A and zinc. Blueberries add anthocyanins that support delicate blood vessels. Avocado provides healthy fat that helps your body absorb protective nutrients. Ginger contributes gentle anti-inflammatory support for comfort. Saffron is a carefully considered option for early macular changes. Discuss with your eye care professional. Natural cocoa offers flavonols. Choose non-Dutch processed and enjoy earlier in the evening if you're sensitive to caffeine. The bottom line: food is not a quick fix, but it is one of the safest tools you control every day. Build an evening routine that you actually like. Greens paired with healthy fat, a source of vitamin A and zinc, a colorful fruit like blueberries, and a warm beverage that helps you unwind. Repeat this routine most nights. Keep up with your eye exams and follow your clinician's plan. Small steps, done consistently, protect your vision over time and help you feel confident about the years ahead. Call to action. If this guide helped you, consider subscribing to Eldervia for calm, research-based tips for older adults and caregivers. Share this video with a family member who might benefit and tell us in the comments which evening habit you'll try first. For a perfect next step, watch the video on 3 a.m. wake-ups, common causes in older adults, and simple fixes. Because better sleep supports better eye comfort.